I attended the Long Island Comic Book Expo, and this will be my haul. Are you guys ready? Let's go! All right, on the right we have the Expo Man Award number 0 on Valiant, and this is from the 90s, right? And Jim Shooter was at the Long Island Comic Book Expo. I should have got him to sign that, right? He was in charge of Valiant for a while. And on the left we got Jessica Jones number 1, Marvel Now, and these were all $2 books, right? I think those were all in the $2 section. And this was an indie creator was there, and I wanted to buy some of his books. Infantryman, look how cool that is on the right. And on the left we have Agent Zero, very cool, right? And here we had number 1 and number 2 of the Indestructible Man. There's 1 and there's number 2. And I think these were just cover price, $4 or $5 a piece. And Indestructible Man is that Lon Chaney movie, right? He was influenced by that from the 40s, where he gets in the electric chair, but he can't die. He keeps coming back to life. All right, and then they had a Star Wars 1 there, and I think that was a $5 book. Do it. And then the rest of these are all in the $2 bin. I believe these are all $2 books. I don't really get too crazy. I just buy the books that I kind of enjoyed reading, and if they were in pretty good shape. Like and subscribe if you guys like the content here. It helps out the channel. Ring that little bell. It'll notify you of new videos when I publish them. And Future Imperfect here. We got number 4, number 5, and number 4. And that Maestro that came out last year or this year by Peter David, I thought was awesome. So I was going to try to pick up mint copies of the Future Imperfect, right? And this is 3 and 2, right? This miniseries is from 5 years ago. The original Future Imperfect is from the early 90s. Very cool, man. I'm glad that he had a bunch of runs there at that booth I was at. It was his name was Brian. He didn't have a store name. I think he was just getting rid of some of his books, and he was just a dealer that goes to shows. All right, and then he had number 1, Future Imperfect number 1. There's Maestro. Look at him. Now you can tell it's him, right? And they had Jupiter's Legacy. Look how thick these books are. And the cardstock is very nice. That image does a really good job with that. The ink and everything. Look how nice it looks. And that's Mark Millar and Frank Quietly, looking terrific. And that's number 5. And he had sets. He had the runs in there together. So I was grabbing the whole runs. Boom. I have this already, but I don't think I have a nice copy of these. And then Jupiter's Legacy 4 and 3. The covers are terrific, right? The Frank Quietly stuff. And even the layout and the design of them is really, you know, just top of the line.
You serious?
And he also had 2 and 1, but then 1 wasn't a $2 book. I think it was $10. But it looked like it was like a 9.0 or better. So I thought I would grab it. So I grabbed that too. I grabbed 2 and 1. Look at the artwork, right? Just popping out at you. It's so cool.
Do it! Do it!
Daddy, chill.
And he had that, I thought was kind of cool. And then I was really digging in his booth there. And then he had some other books. I think I bought like 30 books from that one booth.
You serious?
But if that was a cool show, let us know what you got at the haul. If you went to that show, let us know what you were looking for or what you picked up on your haul. And then they had he had World War Hulk. Boom. And this is what, 4 and 3? Boom. Which is really cool, right? This is Greg Pak, right? And these look like they're in good shape. These books aren't really that old. But I think they're just cool reads, and they're somewhat iconic. They're not really keys. Like for you collectors out there, you're just going for the keys. I'm just grabbing books I think are just like super cool. And they're like $2. And then they had 2 and 1.
Bruh.
Very cool, right? Planet Hulk? Look at that number 1. Looks awesome, right?
Bruh.
He's going native. Hulk's going native. And like I said, these look like they're in pretty good shape. They were in the $2 bins. Was number 1 $2? They're all $2. I don't know if number 1 was $2. That might have been 5. But most of these books were just in the $2 bins. And then he had a bunch of Astro City. And I thought that was really cool. The Kurt Busiek. And there's different runs of the Astro City. But this is the Astro imprint homages. You notice it says there? So I think this is the first one. And this is what, 10 and number 9? Is this 10 and number 9? And he had a nice run of it. So I tried to pick up a couple of them, and then he had another run, which is just the regular image imprint. It wasn't the image homages. This might be, the homages might be a reprint or a second print, right? But it's cool to get the whole collection. And I think this is what, 8 and 7? Number 8 and number 7 on the left.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And this was another great read. If you haven't read this, it's really cool reading. And it's kind of cool. These books I don't have. The Astro City. I think I have gotten rid of mine, but then I just recently read it again online. And this is, what, 6 and 5? 6 on the right, 5 on the left. And these are Image Homage, is the imprint, the publisher.
Daddy, chill.
So I think this is the early one, or it might be second print. But these covers are terrific, right? Look how awesome the covers are.
That was legitness.
And then they had 4 and 3. So I grabbed issue 4, issue 3. That milk carton on the left, that's awesome, right?
Daddy, chill.
Remember that? The missing, Have You Seen Me? Let us know in the comments below if you've read these books. And if you went to the Long Island Comic Book Expo, let us know what you think in the comments below. I thought the show was enormous. It was so big. They have such a nice space there. Plenty of room to walk around and really nice comic book booths. And number 2 and number 1 on the left. Number 1 is a banger. Look at that, right? What a great cover.
Monster kill.
And these were in really good shape. But I think this is the reprint or the second print. This image homages. All right, and then we had Astro City, the regular image imprint. And I think this is the second series. Is this the second series? And this was what? Number 5 and number 4?
Shut up!
And like and subscribe if you guys like the content here. It really helps me out. Ring that little bell. It'll notify you when I upload new videos.
Shut up!
And then this is number 3 and number 2. Number 3 on the right, number 2 on the left. And that cover's awesome on the left, right? Look how cool that is. And we got a Wicked Clown on the right. And this is also the regular image imprint. I think this is the second series of Astro City. I gotta look it up because there's so many different runs and series and mini-series. You start to get a little confused. But we'll check it out. And then we also had some other stuff that I picked up. Was some upcoming, if you guys want to know about upcoming cons, CradleCon is coming up in May of 2023.
Bruh.
That's also in Long Island. I went there last year if you want to check out my videos. And Long Island Comic Fest is having another event, April 29th of 2023. That's usually at a VFW, right? And that's a nice comic book event. Lots of comic books at these shows. Very comic book oriented. The CradleCon might be a little bit more pop culture oriented, but there's still a lot of comic books there. And very big shows on Long Island. Let's see how many books I got. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Count along at home. Count along at home. 16, 18,
Monster kill.
20. Got 22, 24. I went crazy at this show. I'm out of control. 26, 28,
I'm in danger.
30. The Indestructible Man has 2 of them. So there's 32, 33, right? Here's more indies. 35. And 37, right? They got 37 or 35. Did I count that wrong? All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.